My last question for really anybody. So you have President Trump today declared a national emergency on the southern border. You have the Democratic Party nationally. It seems that their main focus is Russia. Does anybody have a message either for the president, the federal? Because it's not just Cleveland. You got Flint, Detroit, Milwaukee, lead problems in a lot of other cities. Anybody have a message for President Trump, the Democratic Party? Because this would seem to be an actual emergency.
Yeah, a clear message for the Democratic Party. If you want folks to support your agenda, you have to come around more often than election time with fancy slogans. This is a grassroots issue, trying to get a lead-safe initiative passed. The Democratic Party locally should embrace this.
This is a national crisis. So one of the things that we talk about is we talk about the things that are going over all across the country. And we know that all across the country in the urban core, they're having problems with lead. And so for us, when we look at our numbers and we look at the fact that since they had their press conference announcing that they were forming a committee, a coalition, we had 92 children who've been poisoned. So we equate that to be about $92 million. So we don't need $8 billion for a wall. We need to use our money to create infrastructure to save our children and to make sure that our infrastructure in our community is sound and that our children are safe.
One more. Tell me who you're from.
Yeah, my name is Ted Seuss, and I'm with SPAN Ohio, which stands for Single Payer Action Network. And we're working tirelessly and have been doing so for decades to bring health care to all Americans, certainly to all Ohioans. And this is just like the health care crisis. From last Saturday until just this past Wednesday, all over America, in 160 cities and in over 400 locations, we held events called Barnstorm events. These events were part of a national grassroots movement to gain volunteers to grow our body of people to bring health care, otherwise named by Jayapal as Medicare for all Americans, which should only save money and save lives and bring to our inner cities, to people who are poor, the right to health care, because health care is a human right. It's not something that you should have money for. It's something that be American, just as in every other developed country in the world. Health care is a human right, not in America, where we have the only for-profit healthcare system, which is the same problem with all of this, which is money, money, money. Now, I'm not against money, but I'm also in favor of being our brother's keepers, and that's what we care about here.